Firstly, Frank, congratulations. Just how pleased are you to be the permanent assistant manager of Doncaster Rovers?
Yeah, really pleased. I'm delighted. Came into the club obviously this season and straight away found myself, very comfortable in the environment I was in with, obviously Kirsty Kavanagh and Tony Cook. Really wanted me to play an important part going forward with the academy, and very quickly I started working alongside Gary, who's obviously the permanent manager now, and we built up quite a rapport in the way that we work together, the things that we enjoyed doing with organising a team. Gary being quite attacking minded as well, obviously through his background of the way he played, and me, I like to organise the defensive side of the team and the structure of that. So the balance has been excellent. That when I have came in on my 3 days and worked with Gary with the under-18s, we found very comfortable in each other's environment.
So you talked a little bit there about you sort of focusing maybe on the defensive stuff and Gary focusing more on the strikers. I think fans will also have noticed that you're the kind of more animated one on the touchline, whereas Gary seems to be a bit kind of, a bit calmer, I guess. What is that dynamic like?
Yeah, it's fine. I think we're both being ourselves. I've always managed him and coached in my own way and with my own personality, and I think Gary's personality is a lot calmer. He's very much the thoughtful type of person that just takes a step back and analyses the situation. I'm more of a coach in the moment, so I think the dynamics will work well, because there are times in games where the information that we need to get across instantly is something that I feel is one of my strengths, and it gives Gary the opportunity to basically overlook the whole structure of the team and stuff. So I think it's been great as we've been learning much more about each other, and I think it's only going to get stronger. And Gary wants me to be my own person. He wants me to have an opinion on stuff, and also he wants me to provoke his mindset, and that's the only way that we all get better together.
So Gary suggested that when that first goal went in against Mansfield, that's when he knew that he wanted to be the permanent manager. Was that a similar time for you? What was the time like that?
Not really. We had a job in hand, and it was just about focusing and trying to get the best out of the players and trying to turn the mindset, obviously going into it knowing that we'd lost a lot of games in recent times, so we knew that the confidence would be low. So it was all about getting the players a little bit more upbeat, a little bit more belief in themselves, and my focus was just on that really. And obviously Gary's had to make a decision on whether he did fancy the job full time or not, and he believes that with the people that he's got backing him, he believes that he's got the right support, that he can take the club forward, and I thoroughly back him with that. I think his experience in the game, he's played at the top level, he's worked under some fantastic managers, and obviously I'm in the same vein where I've played at most of the high levels in this country and worked for some excellent managers, and they rub off on you. They give you little tips and things that you remember that you can still put into use in this day and age.
So you've obviously been in this role for a couple of weeks now in a caretaker. Does anything change now that you've become permanent, or is it just more?
Not really. It's more of the same. Where we're trying to get that confidence in the team. We're still trying to get the structure right. We're still trying to get ourselves more difficult to beat, and we're still trying to get more confidence in front of goal when it comes to finishing in the final third. So nothing changes. When the interim situation was, obviously we were told until further notice, look after the team for to the best of our capabilities. Now obviously it's more of a longer term situation. The pressures are still the same on winning football matches and trying to get the football club and the team higher up the league.
You sort of mentioned that you've only been at the club a few months, but you seem to have really taken this club to heart already.
Absolutely, I'm passionate about the game in general, and the era that I grew up in, and obviously my background being at Chelsea, I played with some fantastic players, and we were used to winning things. So I've been brought up and and I've been developed as a winner. And I'm trying to get that across to our players and get that mindset with them, because it's like anything, winning's a habit that you have to take on board and accept the pressures that come with it. And that's what we're trying to get across to the rest of the players. But I certainly feel very comfortable in the environment I've been made to feel at home, and that's been the reason why I've been able to express myself and be myself in and around the football club.
So we've got January coming up. There's about half a season left. What are the aims now for yourself and for Gary?
Yeah, it's just win games. We know the situation we're in. We need a dramatic turnaround as quickly as possible, and we just go one game at a time. Obviously, the Morecambe game's the one that's coming up that we're preparing the team for. We'll go into that game to win it, and every game's going to be tough. So there's nothing to fear. That's part and parcel of it. No one's going to give you anything in this league. You have to go and earn it, and the way you earn it is by working hard on the training ground. The players listening to the information that they're taking on board, and then they're obviously trying to go out there and perform to the best of their capabilities. So we'll take one game at a time. There's a lot of points to play for. We're confident that we can get the points that will keep us in this league and build from there. But first and foremost, it's just Morecambe is all that's on our minds.